Hello, Tim Wilmot here, and welcome to not an instructional video, but just a gallery of some recent paintings. I ran a few weeks ago an online watercolor workshop, live and online, with attendees from all over the world. And I did say on the session that I would give a little showing of the attendee paintings, just to share them with the community and just to give a little bit of a critique on those paintings. So let's take a look. So the actual online workshop was based on a photograph, a scene that was chosen by me. So this is what we painted. This was the challenge, and it's a scene from Saltash in the UK, in Cornwall, and a lovely contre-jour scene. So we're painting against the light, we're looking into the sunlight, and we've got some lovely shapes of boats, rigging, seaweed, and so on. A very good exercise for watercolor, this, because it was all about trying to simplify the scene. And look how many complications we've got of as well, the rigging and railings on the boats, the boat shapes as well, and the texture of the things on the beach there. So it's all about simplifying the scene was one objective, and then values. Well, we've got the very dark value, very dark tonal value of this left-hand boat, lighter values in the background, very light in the sky, light on the beach as the sun's being reflected against that light. So values, and using different watercolor techniques as well. So this was the scene. Every attendee got this as a little handout beforehand, and we all painted along together online with full commentary by me. It lasted about a couple of hours or so. I've got another one coming up on September the 15th, 2019. So if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube after September the 15th, you've missed it. But I do regular ones through the year. So the next one, September the 15th, and you'll find the registration details and more information about this live online session for September the 15th in the description below this video. So this was the scene that we all painted. And now I'm going through in alphabetical order for those people that did send me their paintings, and I'll just give out their first name to protect their full identity. So here we go. Right, painting number 1 from Alexei. So really nice painting. I love the simplification of the background there. Can you see it's all just one value? We're not really concerned about the detail of the boats that were up there on the left hand side. Fantastic boat here on the right side. This is particularly well painted, so well done. This is Andrew. Quite a nice composition. It's a nice sort of landscape orientation. Well, this boat here on the left hand side, particularly well drawn. I love the little bit of highlight that you've got along the rim of the top of the hull of the boat. Nice figures, like this right hand figure, sort of jaunty, slight sort of angle to that figure. Nice sense of movement. Well done, Andrew. Carol, again, lovely. I love that figure, bending over there on the right hand side. The boats are particularly well drawn. Love this boat on the left hand side here. Nice granulation, and the way that you've handled the background buildings there. Yeah, well done, Carol. And Engin. So they've got a nice style about this. Look at all these lovely brush marks that Engin has got over the painting. A nice sort of start to this, and we've sort of around the edges we've got that slightly sort of out of focus look to it. Yeah, lovely sort of loose feeling, contemporary feel. Boats are particularly well drawn, and Engin is sort of sneaked in, moved in this boat there on the left hand side, so we can see more of it, but sort of lost. Do you see there? Lost the front of that boat. So well done, Engin. And Gary, I love this one. This is really nice. And look at, I mean, the first thing that catches my eye are these little speckles, but particularly the way that Gary has rendered this beach. That is absolutely fantastic. The actual texture of it, and so with the initial wash, laying it down, I guess Gary dragged his brush in that sort of direction there, top left to bottom right, left out a few little sparkles, maybe a bit of splattering as well with a small brush, just to get in those small little marks in there. Fantastic. Whole thing is really good. Lovely figures there as well. Well done, Gary. Lovely painting. And Jeff, lovely. You've got a nice sort of brownish palette to this, which I think works really well. And just with the detail of the flags, the bunting across the top, just very loosely painted. Nice bits of highlight showing here. This boat, well, all these three main boats there, particularly well done, Jeff. Lovely. And a bit of splattering there on the beach as well. So well done, Jeff. Heather, again, a lovely drawn boat. Bit like Gary. Well done on the beach texture as well there, Heather. Nice bit of seaweed there, which I think really made this scene for me. That was one of the focal points, was this seaweed dripping, this draping over the rigging like on a washing line. That's lovely. But these boats particularly well painted. Especially love this boat on the left hand side there, Heather. Well done. Oh, nice sky as well. Lovely sky. And Hilary, so Hillary's gone for more of a squarish. So there's nothing stopping you changing the orientation or doing it portrait rather than landscape. So Hillary's gone for a sort of squarish dimensions here, and I think that works. And she sort of stretched out this boat here, made that a little bit longer. Maybe there's a hint of a second boat just over there on the left hand side. Yeah, lovely. Well done. A nice beach. So Hillary's been able to play more on make more of a feature of the foreground, the beach coming down towards us. Yeah, nice one, Hilary. And Jack, I know Jack loves his yellows, but lovely sort of contrast of these warms and cools. So the cool of the background buildings, the warmth of the beach here. Again, a well done boat there on the left hand side. These boats need to be particularly well drawn. Jack's done really well there. Nice boat there on the right hand side. Love these figures. Look how the highlight of the figures' hats just pops out at you with the dark background. So we've got in a really nice bit of contrast there between the dark, I mean that's probably the darkest part of Jack's picture, and slap bang up against the lovely bright hats of these two figures and a good sense of movement. So Jeff, oh, that was upside down. Can I just tilt it around? There we go. So particularly well drawn on the boats. More of a flatter scene with this one. We haven't got the slope, but it still works. It's lovely. And you got some lovely detail, Jeff, in on the boats. Love this, the sort of lace-like railing across there, and these lines that you've got with a little bit of white paint. Nice small boat on the right-hand side here. Looks like a little dog. Is this a dog here just sniffing, maybe preparing to do something against that boat? I don't know. But it paints a little bit of a story there. Lovely beach as well. The way that you've rendered the beach there, beautiful. Yeah, nice one, Jeff. And Jim, Yeah, nice bit of sort of dry brush strokes going here. There's another sort of watercolor technique. Look at these lovely dry brush strokes, bit of white paint there, the dark paint, lovely figures, nice boat, bit of a graded wash going on, and nice sort of bit of lightness in the middle of the hull. Then as we go down to the base of the hull, it gets a little bit darker, and a lovely effect that you've got on the shadow of this boat. And again, like Jack, we've got cool and warm and cool up against each other, and these fenders, they're really well done as well. Yeah, nice one, Jim. Love that one. John, nice composition. I like the angle of this boat here, particularly well done. This boat on the right hand side as well, well drawn. Well, they're all nice, lovely. Figures really good, connected as well. Figures don't need to always be, when they're together like that, we can sort of kind of connect them together to make a shape. And yes, we can see them as two figures, but they were drawn as one, and a nice sense of proportion there. But yeah, very nice, and lovely shadow that you've got there on the boat, and the shadow on the beach there. Yeah, and it's a bit darker. Can you see it's lovely and dark there, and then it gets lighter as it comes out to the outer edges of that shadow. Yeah, lovely one, John. And Katie, nice bit of dry brush strokes, bit of hint of the white paper showing there. Do you see? I mean, this is the beauty of watercolor, all these different effects that you can't achieve with any other medium. So down here in the bottom right corner, love all this going on there. Nice bit of dark on the boats as well, just to increase the contrast that we've got, and as in Jack's painting, a nice bit of dark in the background buildings and contrasting that against the light of the figures there. Well done, Katie. And Kay, nice sort of soft feeling to this one. Oh, and you've sneaked in this boat a little bit more like Engin's. You've got that boat there moved in a little bit more into the left, made more of a feature of that, so well done. I love the detail on the boats that you've got. This boat here, particularly love this one. It's a shame it's just on the left hand side. If that was just sneaked in more onto the right, but that boat is absolutely fantastic. Look how Kay's got the dark of the darkness of the roof of the cabin against the lightness, and almost like a mirror, like a reflective surface to the outside of the cabin. Yeah, lovely one, Kay. Beautiful. And Lefteris, nice dark moody appearance. This again, big contrast. Look at the contrast between the dark background buildings and the lightness hitting this yacht here. Yeah, lovely atmosphere to this painting, and figures in the middle there, walking towards us. Nice bit of seaweed in the shadow of the seaweed as well, and texture on the beach. Leftovers, yeah, well done on that, with the dry brush strokes, bit of splattering going on. Well done. And Linda, Linda, I can see you've got a very good understanding of washes and blending, and so this is really nice. I particularly like the shadows on the boats over here. It's not overworked, very loose, quickly done, and again over the right hand side. The temptation with shadows is going in over the top of a shadow, trying to make them dark, and you end up with these multiple layers sometimes showing in shadows. But this is nice and fresh, nice and loose. Well done, Linda. Mark, lovely painting, Mark. Well done on the boat shapes, drawing, nice layering down of washes, not overworked. Love the granulation on the background building there. So we're going light at the top, and we're going gradually a little bit darker. changing the colours down towards the bottom. Nice bit of contrast with the boats in the middle ground there. And look at the front of that boat there. Nice bit of contrast between that, the lightness of that, and the darkness of the buildings. Yeah, nice one, Mark. And Norma. Yeah, so I love the sky. Particularly, my eye was caught with this little bit of blue patch over on the left-hand side, but you got that lightness in the middle there, shining through the scene. Very simplified way that you've handled this boat on the left-hand side. It's almost one shape. So, you know, the actual hull and the shadow on the beach almost as one. And again, nice and fresh, not too overworked. Lovely shadow over here on the right-hand side. And again, a bit of splattering and dry brush strokes going across the beach there. Nice one, Norma. Next one, Philippe. Again, nice laying of washes, very confident. Lovely boats, particularly this boat on the left-hand side. Bit of dry brush strokes as well. The figures. Yeah, nice one. Maybe we could have had a bit more of some lighter flags in there, Philippe, but just a minor point. Lovely painting. Well done. And Robert. Now look at the colour scheme here. This is different from many of the others. The palette of colours that Robert's got. Taken the brave step to not copy the photograph exactly. Absolutely fantastic. It works. These lovely, juicy, warm colours. Particularly love the boat, and we're sort of mirroring that. I don't know what blue this is. It's like a sort of fluorescent cobalt blue, if I could describe it as that. But look how we are replicating. There's a pattern of these colours here. The mixture of that, the cool and the warm colours, with the figures, legs and jacket, and over to the base of the hull on the far boat. Lovely sense of vanniers as well. And these figures, they are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you can see that there's a sense of movement. They're talking about something. This guy's saying something. This other figure is listening, looking down at the ground. Lovely. Yeah, nice one, Robert. And Ruth. So again, quite a sort of moody feel to this, but you've got a lovely sky, nice brightness here, gone quite dark over on the edges, so a nice confident laying down of that wash. Lovely background buildings. You've put a little bit more detail maybe in those background buildings with some windows there. Kept the boats on the left hand side nice and simple. Nice curve of this boat on the left hand side here, and the actual rendering of the beach as well, with those dry brush strokes, a little bit of splattering going on, and nice shadows as well. Cool and warm and cool. Works really well. Well done, Ruth. Sam. Okay, so Sam's gone from, it looks, we've got some nice angles going on here. It sort of works. This angle going down here on the left hand side. Again, we're not copying the photograph exactly, but it's got a nice contemporary feel to this painting. I love these boats here on the left hand side. They're particularly well done. And this one, you've moved this one to suit the composition. You move this down into that bottom right corner here. So it was over on the right hand side on the photograph. So Sam's moved it down here and made more of a feature of that. So well done on you, Sam. Lovely. And a bit of splattering going on the beach as well. Yeah, nice one, Sam. And Sandy, lovely sky on this. Look how we've got the feeling of those clouds and that light. It's not overworked. The thing with skies, you do them quite quick in the demonstration. it was all done in a minute or two, really. And I think this shows here with Sandy's. She's done really well on the sky there, and look at those background buildings, just with a little bit of, just with a few little bits of the paper left unpainted. They could be the tops of a rooftop, or more boats maybe there. It's just left up to the viewer's imagination. And the figures, you've split them apart, and again, it works really well from a composition point of view. Yeah, nice one, Sandy. Lovely. So Sandcar, again, all lovely. Look at this sky. The sense of that, the glow from that sky, almost radiating down onto the scene. Almost a sort of religious depiction of the scene here, but the lovely sense of light, particularly in the top of the picture there. Boats, really well done. I love this one here, again with the a little bit of light over the top of the hull, works really well, up into the against the background of the buildings. Lovely sandcan, the texture that you got on the beach, bit of splattering, bit of wet in wet, lovely. And Serge, see, you've obviously gone into this paying a lot of detail to following your initial drawing, and that works really well. There's a nice style to this. I love the washes that you've laid down. They work really well. We can see the texture of the paper as well. I think that works. Also, we can see that in the sky. Lovely boat here on the left hand side, and again a graded wash, so we're nice and light in the foreground, and we're getting a little bit darker as we come down to the left hand side, bottom left hand corner there. And a nice feature made of the chain going up the beach. Love this boat here, Serge, particularly well painted. Yes, you've taken a lot of care over this, I can see, and it's worked really well. Lovely. Let's take a look. Oh, we're back to the beginning again. So that was it for those that attended. We had about there were nearly 100, I think it was about 98, 99 people on the call. So I do have another one coming up on the 15th, as I say. If you go to my website, timwilmot.com, timwilmot.com, you'll have all the details there of what this is all about, this live online session. It won't be featured on, it won't be replayed on YouTube. This is just invitation only, and you need to register. There is a small fee for attending, which covers the costs of all the effort and technology in putting this whole thing together. So basically, the scene I've got, let me just scroll down here. Let's just scroll down. So the scene, oh, there's a picture of me on one of the previous sessions there, painting along. So that's what you're going to see. Like my YouTube videos, you see me painting, you see the palette to the right hand side, and full commentary as I go through. There's a picture of a previous attendee having a go at me at my painting, and again what it might look like on your screen. But this is what we're going to do on the next call. This is the village of Biddiston. If anyone has seen on satellite TV a light-hearted UK drama called Agatha Raisin, it's all based around this village here, and it's not too far away from where I live, but I thought it might make a nice scene. Nice country village, country pub, range of values. We've got the lightness of the sign there, bit of lightness against the buildings as well, shadows, a chance to introduce some cars and people into the scene as well. Should be good. So go up to my website, timwilmot.com. It's September the 15th, approximately 2 hours in duration. The whole online session will be recorded as well, and as attendees, you'll be sent a link to the recording that you could play back at your leisure and look at whenever you want to. And as we go through the demo on the call, plenty of opportunities to ask as many questions as you want to. We had loads of questions on the last one, as in, how do you do this? Why did you do that? And can you give me advice on this, or whatever it might be? So plenty of chances to ask me questions. So thanks for watching. Very short video. There will be a proper full-length video going up on my YouTube channel very shortly, so stay tuned. But thanks for watching. Thank you.